We don't have to leave our culture. We have to. That's why we have to take interest in our children to be able to guide them, no matter the environment they found themselves.
So, what about the society?
The society.
Yes.
Society has got a lot to contribute in the life of a child. And catching them young will have a lot of impact on the society.
Okay.
And will also have a lot to contribute to the society in the life of the child and in the life of the peers, those he or she will meet out there.
We can't tell a child not to go outside. Children will actually go to school, they will go to club, they will go to... So how can we actually nurture them that at the end of the day, they will still become somebody?
Oh, very good.
Life?
They sort themselves out. That is the reason why we're here today, to talk about catching them young.
Okay.
How a child is brought up at home informs his or her behavior out there. The primary thing first is to catch them when they were young. Refer to the when you said between the first 6 years of life.
Yeah.
At this stage, they still come out of the society, but you see, society at this time has nothing to add to their behavior now. It's only the home. Peace from home. Charity begins from home. Love begins from home. The home shapes them up first, and when they come out there, they eventually, they really manifest what characteristics they come out with. This is not to say that there are no exceptions, but I let us know here that it plays a major role.
Yeah, we've looked at the society, religion, culture, peers in the upbringing of a child. Let's also look at the disadvantages of not catching these children young at the early stage of their life. Mr. Nathan.
The phrase "catch them young," as you said, we were discussing about. There is a saying that you can't teach old dogs new tricks. So that is why we said you need. The advantage of it is that when you start with the child from the tender age, that child will build for you to identify his potentials. You cannot say because of my economic situation, because maybe when even I do it, I'm not sure whether this child will become what maybe I would like him to be, so I will not give a try. It's your child. You are the one who brought him to this earth. God has given him to you. So you have to take interest in him. Whether it will be good or not, you have to take interest in him, play your part, and maybe, God willing, the child will come out the way you want it to be.
No, talking about the disadvantages, it has got a lot of disadvantages. On government, it has got disadvantages as well. Talk about the non-index crimes and index crimes.
Okay.
Money is required to keep this under control. So it is a burden to government as well. Now, if you look in the life of this child as well, it is also causing a lot of problems. Because this leads to, later in life, it leads into alcoholism, it leads into some physical illnesses and mental illnesses. It gives rise to a lot of things. If you don't catch them young in time, they go out there, they constitute a total nuisance to the community, to the society at large.
Creating a nuisance to the society really actually help our economy?
It doesn't in any way. It does not in any way.
So, okay, if it will not help our economy, let's actually look at the role of the government.
Yeah. Now, coming to that aspect, what can government do? This is where, because I believe so much in research.
Okay.
This is where, because so many opinions will come towards the interventions and the implementations of these very interventions.
Okay.
Now, a lot of work has been done. That's good. If you look out there or you listen to so many medias, you'll be hearing this, what has been done regarding catching children young. Some have involved themselves in so many activities, creating extra activities to keep these youths away from crime and so on and so forth. But then we really have to go back to the slate and look at where did we fail it? On which mechanism what where does it begin? Which is where we are here today. In catching them young, I think the government should invest more in programs that supports the family, that supports the parents in bringing up these children well. Because if well trained and properly groomed from home, it will minimize. It will really, bring down the level of crime, both for index and non-index crimes that we see out there.
Mr. Nathan, do you have any suggestions to that?
Yeah, I surely agree with what the sister just said, that the government need to do more. Because during the vacation, you see that most of the children found themselves idle, they don't know what to do, and they become bored, and that is when they get themselves involved in those crimes and other things. So we think the government should do more to bring social activities during the vacation, get children involved in some charity work, they go to do some voluntary work and other things. I think that will help them a lot. And we, the parents and the churches, the mosques or whatever we find, we also have to try and think about that the children, organize something for them during the vacation. Like a church or a Muslim community, you can organize the children in their mosque or their church to get themselves involved in something during the vacation period, so that they will not go astray and get themselves involved in those crimes. So I think we need, as parents out there, what I'm saying is that we should take interest in our children, we should get involved in our children, we should think about our children all the time, be part of their life. Because as parents, they depend on us for their guidance. We need to safeguard them. We know how some parents neglect their children, and even some children were abused.
The deed is done. We've made the mistake. Where do we go from here? If we look into the society, we can see that before now we've got antisocial children, we have got children whose parents failed to catch them while they were young. We've seen them in society. It is everywhere, ringing bell, teaching us or telling us, because we hear stabbing here, we do this and that. These are consequences.
Stabbing, killing.
These are consequences of them not being taught from early stage of life. And this is exactly what we are talking about here. We are talking about parents, please go back home, get back to where you failed it. Begin from the beginning. Teach the child the way they will go. That in the end they will not deviate or depart from there.
So Mr. Nathan, in one word, what do you have for the parents out there?
Take interest in your children. Be there for them all the time.
So for the children?
For the children.
Yeah.
Children out there, my sincere advice to every one of you there is obey your parents, listen for instructions, be able to identify good from bad and pursue good, leave bad.
Yeah. Viewers at home, I believe we've gained one or two things from our discussion. It is advisable to catch these kids while they are young, because there's an adage that says it is easier to build a strong children than a broken adult. And children, obey your parents, respect the law of the land, and you will definitely have a brighter future. Thank you, Mr. Nathan and Mrs. Chineze.
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.
Thanks so much for coming for the clinic. Viewers at home, thank you for watching. See you same time next week. Bye for now.